I've always wondered about the whenever glass pops out or glass breaks. Oh, I'm not allowed to say that. Okay.
That's taboo.
Oh, sorry.
No, but go ahead.
There's just like, I don't know, with the crowd, just adds so much more pressure, and you see guys not struggle with it, but just it takes a bit, and then you see it get to their head.
Yeah. And it does. So, and again, it's one of those things. I think back quite a ways, we used to have tempered glass, and if you've ever seen tempered glass break, it breaks into thousands of little pieces. That's a time-consuming and a pain to clean up because it's everywhere. You're shoveling the ice, you're trying to get as much, some of it gets in the groove, so on and so forth, and the glass is heavy. So when they change to the acrylic shield, now that usually just cracks and it's a piece. And that's a little quicker. So we have vent techs that help us with that. We've done it a few times that it goes pretty quick. Like you can do it really quick if you're on the ball. So usually what happens is a piece of glass will break, and the first thing I do is I head around. And it usually happens after warm-up. It seems like that's the jinx time. Guys are practicing their shot, and they can't hit the net, so they're smacking the glass and cracking it. So, and that's what happened last year at the playoffs there with Bathurst. And I remember the first thing I did is I go around, I knock on the ref's room. They're down by me, and I tell them there's going to be a delay. I head to the timekeeper, tell him to put a pause on the clock, so the clock's ticking down. And then I head to the Moosehead dressing room, which is down the far end of the building, and then head back up towards where I'm at, and that's the visitor's room. And I let everybody know. Now, all these rooms have little time clocks in them, so I just tell them that. So now I'm in control, so that everybody's relaxed. You would know what it's like to get hyped up for a game. You're watching the clock, you're getting pumped up. All of a sudden, there's a delay, and it's like, what's going on, right? So that's the first thing I do. And by that time, I've already radioed my event tech crew. They're already getting the piece of glass that I need. And I'm heading back, and then we're just changing it and trying to get it up. The last time that it happened in the playoffs last year, we didn't lose any time, so he didn't have to stop the clock at all. It was great. We have a good crew that way. It works well. And once you've done it a couple times, it becomes, I don't want to say routine, but, it comes easier.
I wouldn't have thought that you let everyone else know before you went and got the glass. I wouldn't have thought that.
So what I do is I have a radio, and I call them and tell them we have a broken piece of glass, and I tell them where it's at. And while I'm doing that walking, I'm going to tell these people this. It just makes your life so much easier, and puts you in control of the situation where everything revolves around the time you need to fix the glass. So again, teams aren't waiting to get on the ice and pumped up and
I gotcha.
all that stuff.